Cass, will you play Digimon World Next Order Randomized after you finish Cyber Sleuth? I have no plans to do a playthrough like that right now, no.
What now?
No plans to do a... I don't have plans to do any Digimon playthrough after Cyber Sleuth and Next Order. I'm gonna take a Digimon break. I've done a lot of Digimon playthroughs in the past, like, 3 months. This is the old well that Bardon mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in here. Are you all prepared? Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's hurry. We must rescue the children.
However,
Secret Underground Channel certainly lives up to the name. Chat, it's a tried and true JRPG now. Would you look at that? We're in a sewer level. This is how you know it's a JRPG. Reminds me of Kamoshida's Palace at the start of 5. That idiot.
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
you can't run from us.
Please. Help.
The child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No, further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a meal of you.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No, 'tis true in part. Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain!
O lodestar, who falters in memory, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
I am Heismay Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight!
Yo! The thief?
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard!
Yo, finally got a fourth party member? I love the design of his archetype. I assume it's Thief.
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Yo, we get 4 people in battle at once? I actually thought for sure we would end up getting more party members as time went, but I thought this game was gonna be restricted to 3 party members at a time. I'm actually so hyped to see that we get up to 4 party members at once. Steals a rare item from one enemy, the higher agility, the higher success. Deals weak physical slash damage to one enemy, may inflict regret. Deals dark damage to one enemy. Dude, get absolutely dark sworded on, you idiot.
In the name of justice.
Yo, so having 4 party members, we can do like 2 in the back, 2 in the front. I love the sound of that. It's gonna be so much easier to get syntheses now. Oh, I can't wait. Hey, die, by the way, all of
Hack
you.
and slash. Not done yet.
Ooh, good damage, good damage. Jumping back, don't mind me. How do you guys feel about fire? You look like you would hate fire. Weak to fire, I thought so. Sometimes you can just tell. We'll see if ice does any good. Ah, they're weak to the main elements. Let's go. Dude literally didn't attack Hold Scratch. What is this, Pokemon? You joking me right now with this? Get him with the Dark Sword. Nailed it.
I can't afford.
Oh, Stroll, come on, man.
Hold back. Fire.
Burn.
You hit their weakness. Nice.
And freeze.
Captain.
Nailed it. Yo, Heismay's Awakening was awesome, by the way. I do want to say, I think Stroll's Awakening is still my favorite one. I loved Stroll's Awakening, where he said, like, I will strike you down where you stand, and then, like, it showed an image of, like, all of his people from his village cheering for him. Still my favorite. Heismay's was good, too, though.
Stop! Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Heismay.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Chat, you're never gonna believe this. Remember earlier when we were talking about roast and whatnot? I just got a text from my grandfather that they're having roast tonight. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Oh, man. I cannot believe that earlier I was like, yo, you should, like, roast is really good. I'd love some roast sometime. And then this happens? That's called destiny right there, chat.
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
The lady or Lewis could somehow be connected. There's a possibility that it's, the Senate in charge of the Sanctus Church. I can't remember the guy's name, the guy who's leading in the polls right now. It's like foreign or something. It could even be him trying to dip into some nasty stuff to deal with, like, controlling the civilization.
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Bardon for now.
But how did my popularity go up? After saving the children, I can expect my support from the townspeople to go, oh, we brought the children back, and then they were like, oh, you should be king then.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us. Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
I knew it!
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections? None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Lewis's eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this, and we'll do it not just for ourselves, but the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Heismay, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has become your ally. Yo, let's go! We got the little bat dude!
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
I left Heismay to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. You got anything for me? Nope, nothing worthwhile. Joanna's absence troubles me. If 'tis true that there's a monster nearby, then we've not a moment to lose. Though it still remains to be seen whether she knew the Guard Corps were involved.
Damn it.
Morris the scum. Deceiving us is one thing, but kidnapping children? There's a storm coming, that's for sure. But we'll be at a disadvantage at night, so let's dive deeper in the Krigante Castle basement tomorrow. Alright, I was in a dungeon, so they're gonna they're gonna make me go to bed. Alright, that's fine. Very good, very good. A lot of progress. Loving it. This game is great, chat. What a fun game. Maybe because so much happened, I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze. Or we're gonna form like our follower bond with Heismay, probably. Can't sleep, lad?
Can't sleep, lad? As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself.
I didn't expect that to be voiced, my bad. Might be, might be.
That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
Sorry, but I can't tell you just yet.
Thought as much. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you, Jeeves. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills that the city's majority might accept me. And I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
And from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure, then.
The aloof hermit, Heismay. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Let's go! Listen, I understand that you're...
bound somehow.
I understand you're keeping, like, the same image to show that, like, all the followers match, like, the same gimmick. But you really should have made it where it was the bat hand holding my hand on this one. Just like you should have done the pinky promise with Marie. It would have gone so hard, and surely it would not have strained the budget to get the graphics art, to get one of the graphics dudes for this game to be like, hey, can you make, like, 4 or 5 different variations of the hand-holdy thing? Like, it wouldn't have been that difficult or expensive or time-consuming. Hey, we got the thief, though. That's sick. Down there at the bottom, okay. So yeah, it looks like there's 5 left to unlock. There's one just to the top right of the thief. There's one way off to the right at the bottom. There's 2 up at the top right, and then there's 1 at the top left. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the thief from Heismay. They'll never see it coming. Ba-ba. You can now study the thief in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours? So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
What a nice little chapter from the storybook. It's getting late. Back to bed.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, what's my deadline looking like here? Excellent, we're all here. Today we explored the depths beneath the castle. Use caution as we both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need it.
It's in your hands.
Indeed, I have only just been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. How many days do I have? What's my deadline?